guys, it's Jamie. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to do our first reveal for our November box, and it's called Holiday Sparkle. So I can't wait to share this full collection with you. Throughout the next 5 days, we will be revealing one product until release day. So release day will be on the 1st at 9 a.m. Central Time. First stamp set we are revealing is called Farmhouse Christmas. It is just super cute. This is a large 6x8 stamp set. You get tons of images in here, some great sentiments. I love this one here. Life is better on the farm, and it's got this really cute little poinsettia cluster in the corner there. We've got a Farmhouse Christmas. The word joy, the O is a wreath, which is really cute. We got wishing you, so you could put wishing you through the middle of joy or on top or on bottom. We've got these little cars that say Noel and joy on them, so you could use those for your sentiments as well. There's this great barn with a little wreath on it. We have a hot cocoa cup. We have a couple of snowflakes in here. We have a hot cocoa cup in the solid, so you don't have to color it. We have some holly. We have this milk jug barrel thing with a cluster of poinsettias. One on its own right here. We've got a cluster of presents. We have the solid poinsettia, so you could stamp that in a different color. We have some sprigs and twigs and these little cars with ones with a tree on top and one has presents on top. I love those images. They're just very, very cute. And you can see I colored up one of them. And I added glossy accents to the windows and the little hubcaps. I thought that would be fun. I colored up a few more images here. So I did the little snowflakes. I just cut these out with my brother's Scan and Cut. I added some glitter to the images and some glossy accents. Here's the one where you can color the mug up. And then I have some pine cones here. I colored up the presents. This little sprig. And I love the sentiment. Look how beautiful that looks. And then I just cut it out with a shape die. This one I cut it out with a rectangle die. I added glitter to the wreath. And then there's that beautiful barn. I added glitter to the snow at the bottom and onto the wreath. And I dotted on some white Jelly Roll pen for snow. So today I thought we'd make just a 1-layer card. I'm going to make a different card with this and just make a little like very cute and just like simple card that you can do. So let's get started. I created 2 card bases. They measure 5 inches long by 4 1/4. So a different card size. And then my panel here measures 4 by 4 3/4. So it has this little border around. And then I'm going to have my cards stamp off. And this will work better if you have the bigger MISTI. So I am going to get my corners out and see if that will help me. Okay, I'm going to stamp my first image down using the Memento Tuxedo black ink because I'm going to do some Copic coloring on this image. Okay, so let's clean and put our other car facing this way. So now I'm going to need this corner. So I can butt my paper up against that corner and then have my car go off the page. And I'm going to put this one a little bit higher because he's on the other side of the road. Okay, so there's our little cars. Now I want to put the sentiment right here in the corner. So we can get that out of the way. Go ahead and pick up my stamp. And I'm going to use the VersaFine Clear since I really won't be doing too much coloring on that. Okay, so we have our card layout. Okay, so I grabbed some reds. I stamped out the 2 cars and the sentiment, and now we're going to add some color. So for my reds, I just grabbed R46, R29, R24, R27, and R14. I am going to start with the cars. So I think I want to do the cars both in red, and then we'll put some green and red into the Christmas tree and the presents. So I am just going to put my darkest color and kind of fade it off into a lighter red. This is the R29. I'm just going to go over that and bring it out. By going over this color, we're kind of smoothing out all the patchiness. And then we'll go and blend the colors, the 2 colors together. Now we have R27, so we're just going to keep on getting lighter and lighter. I'm just doing this for interest, blending these 2 together. Now with the R24, and then my lightest color, which is the R14. Let's continue with the reds. So I want this middle present to be red. So I'm going to do the same thing. Start with my darkest. I'm going to start at the bottom. Okay, let's do the other car. Okay, so now I have my red down. We can work on the green. Well, actually, let's do this poinsettia here, and I'm going to be very careful not to touch the black. Okay, so let's add some green. So let's do this Christmas tree. I'm using Geo5, Geo2, And then I have a YG13 and a YG07 that I might use. I'm going to add some brown to the stem, some green to the present here, so we can have some green on this side of the card as well. Okay, so now I have to think about what pop of color do I want to add to the mix here? Because I'm going to do the banner in that color and the last present. So what goes great with red and green? We could get a color wheel out to help us. Okay, so I pulled up a color wheel and we see red and green are the opposites, and it makes this little flower here in the middle, and I think violet is going to look really good with these two colors. So I have an RV 66 and an RV 55. Okay, so let's finish off the car with the little hubcaps and the bumpers. So I think I'm going to do gray. I'm going to use C7 and C5. For the center, I'm going to use C3. Okay, so for the windows, I'm going to add a little bit of striping with the C3. Okay, so I'm also going to add a little bit of very light blue, B000. And I'm just going to go from the bottom and then fade into white. Be careful not to drag your marker into the red, otherwise you might pull it up into the window. I'm going to make a little floor so it doesn't look like my cars are floating in the air. I have my grays W7, W5, W3, W0. And I'm just going to make some marks right underneath the tires. Okay, so there we have it. We're going to mat this on a black card base. And then we're going to add a little bit pizzazz to this by adding a piece of pattern paper onto the back. And we're going to decorate the inside. If you're not familiar with our box of the month, it gets released every month on the 1st. There's an array of goodies. You can sign up for the club and get a 5% discount. Plus you'll reserve your box every month. You can also purchase the box as a one-time purchase. You just don't get the discount. And you can pick that up on the 1st at 9 a.m. Central Time. The boxes are limited, so it's best to shop early. I am carrying this Barely Art glue in the shop. You can find that under Scrappy Goodness. And it has its own section, Barely Art. And I have the glue in the 4-ounce and also in the 2-ounce. It is definitely my favorite glue of choice. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten out my card. Here's a little peek for tomorrow's paper that I'll be sharing. This is one of the sheets from the paper pad. And I'm just going to cut this down to 4 by 5, no, 4 by 4 3/4. Okay, and then I have a little strip here left over for the inside. So if you haven't decorated the back of your cards before, I kind of like it. I've done it quite a few times and it gives a lot of sturdiness to your card. Like especially if you're using card bases that are like 60 in weight. It gives it more oomph to your card. If you ever get glue on your card where you don't want it, these little erasers are a lifesaver. They just roll off the glue. I love them. I have this in my Amazon store if you wanted to pick one up. The link's in the description box. So now I have a cute backing, and then I'm going to add this to the inside. I'm going to add a piece of white paper so we have a place to write, or you can always write with a white Jelly Roll pen, but I think I'm going to finish this off really cute with a white piece of paper. I'll just add this to the bottom. And when you're using this, you want to wait till the glue's a little bit dry before you start erasing with it. And this glue does dry clear, so that is good, because I am messy. There, it comes right off. All right, so look how cute that looks. Look at that. So all we need is some glitter. So I have one of these glittery pens. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of glitter. I'm gonna dot on some glitter onto the tree, just so it sparkles a little bit. And then I want to put some onto this poinsettia. And I'm gonna put a little bit of dots on the presents, because I want a little bit of shine on there. Okay, so I think that will do it. So we have a nice, clean, and simple card. Look how cute it is. I love the sentiment. And then the inside. Very, very cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed the card. Come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time for another peek of our November box. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you then. Bye guys. There we go.